Welcome to another episode of Talking with Docs. I'm Dr. Brad Weenie.
And I'm Dr. Paul Zalzal.
What are we talking about today, Paul?
Lay it on me.
We are talking about arthritis and whether or not the long-standing belief that the weather affects my arthritis, or I can tell weather is going to change, is a true statement.
Myth or fact?
Wow, we are myth busters here.
That's right.
Okay,
that may be copyrighted.
So most people, I'd say, that have arthritis would say 100% I can tell, and people without arthritis say that sounds kind of hokey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Turns out.
So we looked into it.
Turns out it does. Weather changes do affect how you feel from your arthritic joint.
Right. So there's about 3 reasons that we're going to talk about. So the first one is the barometric pressure. As it changes, it's been shown to cause soft tissues to contract and relax. And when our soft tissues contract and relax, particularly around arthritic joints, it leads to pain. So this is a very real thing. So when a big front's coming in, regardless of whether the pressure is high or low, it's that big change in the pressure causes your tissues to react, and this leads to pain for our arthritic patients.
101.325 kilopascals is your friend.
Yeah.
That's, I think, normal.
Such a weird number, eh?
It is random. 760 millimeters of mercury, if you like to measure it that way. I don't know what it is in inches of mercury, but those are the pressure measurements, normal barometric pressure that you're used to walking and breathing in. And then when that changes, it changes the soft tissues around your arthritic joint, and you have pain.
So when your grandma or grandpa said, hey, I'm kind of like a weather vane and I can tell what's going to happen, they actually weren't totally telling a fib.
All right, so pressure.
Yes.
Number 2, the colder temperatures are not friendly. Colder temperatures cause pain because the thinking is that the fluid inside the joint, every joint has fluid in it,
okay,
called synovial fluid,
right?
Okay, and that's that lubrication in the joint to let your joint move around. It actually acts as a shock absorber. It's a fascinating fluid, but you only have a small amount in your joints. Right. And the viscosity of that fluid changes with temperature.
Okay.
And so as it gets colder, it gets a little thicker, more viscous, harder to move, you have more pain.
So I think I see this phenomena every winter when it seems like 80% of my practice either gets on a plane or gets in their car and goes south to slap on a pair of white pants and match shoes, maybe play some pickleball or some shuffleboard.
Whatever it takes to get to the warm weather. Okay?
Yes.
We see that a lot around here where it does get fairly cold. Or we'll see people wearing, like when I go to examine a knee and they're wearing 7 layers of long johns, pants, track pants, snow pants. You got to get down to some skin so we can examine the knee. And people are wearing all these layers to keep their joints warm because the cold joint will hurt more.
Play with those dolls when you take it, and then there's like a smaller doll,
yes,
and then like another doll, another doll.
Found it.
Yes.
You're so skinny down there.
That's right. So the cold weather makes your fluid cold, which makes it thicker, which makes it harder to move, which causes pain. So that makes sense too. Okay, and so number 3, so a lot of times we like to look if there's any literature, if there's anyone that's took the time to study this kind of stuff, and there was a small study in 1990 that looked at changes in barometric pressure as well as drops in temperature and how it affected both rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis. And what it showed is that changes in both barometric pressure and temperature did affect patients with both RA and OA. And one other thing that they found is that when it rains, it actually makes the osteoarthritic patients worse as well, but it didn't seem to ring true for the rheumatoids. So rheumatoids, they're out in the rain, they don't care, they got their umbrella, they're walking around. But the osteoarthritic patients say, I don't like the rain or the cold or the big swings in the barometric pressure.
There you go.
It's nice that there's a little science to validate what so many of you have been feeling. And hey, if you feel this, please write something in the comments. Say, listen, I know when it's going up or down 3 degrees or when a front's coming in or it's going to rain or whatever. Leave us a comment because everyone likes to hear kind of your personal experience and share them.
And now we've empowered you to tell people who may call your bluff and say, what are you talking about? That's just a joke.
Yep.
You can say, no, there's 3 good reasons why my knee's hurting because the weather's changing.
And now you know, and that's the purpose of our videos. We just want to give you guys information so that you can make informed decisions and understand more about the conditions that you're dealing with on a daily basis.
And maybe win at Trivial Pursuit.
That's right.
Be interesting at a party.
Yeah, sure.
Be boring at a party. Either way.
Be able to predict the family reunion. Maybe Saturday's maybe not the best day for that.
No.
Maybe we should do it Friday.
No.
That's right. So if you like this video, please like it, subscribe to our channel.
And remember, you are in charge of your own health.
We'll see you next time.